Hey guys, how's it going? Nash here from ConstructConnect. Just giving you guys a quick little overview of ConstructConnect's new project intelligence platform. In this case, what we do in summary is we track 95% of the marketplace when it comes down to any sort of construction out there. Let it be private or public, we'd be tracking it. And how this platform is going to help you? It's going to cater you guys in two ways. A, providing you all the leads in a one-stop shop. And B, as a subcontractor, we're going to be promoting your business out to generals. And how we do this is through our promote feature here. And anytime you've been promoted, you'll be a seal notification here. And how we do this promotion is we actually set up a predict preference profile for all of our clients here at ConstructConnect. What this means for you is we're going to actually go ahead and set up that predict preference profile. As you can see, we got it right here, predict preferences. And as you can see, it's a 7 search criteria profile. We got trade, service area, favorite companies, building use, project status, project sector, project value. It looks like I was working with the roofer prior to this. So as you can see, we'll progress this demonstration as a roofing subcontractor. As you can see, we got some openings and we got some thermal protection going on. I will dive right into the area of coverage. In this case, this client was looking into Alberta, all of Alberta there. Obviously, we can start getting very specific in terms of geographic area by putting some postal code radiuses there to pinpoint good areas and really try to discover what areas are good and what areas are bad in terms of tender inflow. Next would be your favorite companies. In this case, this client liked to work with Ellis Don, both Edmonton branch and Calgary branch. Next would be building use. He was a contractor. He said, hey, I like to leave it to open so I would have the most amount of jobs possible there for himself. Project statics, not only retracting projects that are in planning. This is a big key point for getting involved in projects earlier, especially as a supplying contractor. What that means for you guys, we're going to be tracking projects from pre-design stages 2 to 3 years out in advance. As well as this is where you're going to find bulk of our private opportunities as they don't come to bidding as your traditional public tenders would. And obviously public project sector, both private and public. And project value will leave it open since you guys in this case are just dealing with a sub portion of work. Perfect. We went ahead and set up those predict preferences. Now we're ready to receive those internal ITBs, as well as it's going to help us out one more way. This search button right here is going to pop up all of the projects available there in our system. And in this case, got a preset filter for Alberta bidding. A quick little summary of how this works. It's pretty much a preset filter for any projects that are currently in conceptual design, final planning, pre-construction, GC, and sub-bidding. That would be the project status as well as the geographic area. In this case would be all of Alberta. Just let that load there for a second. As you can see, we have close to 897 tenders. It's going to be a lot of volume to dig through. That's why we provided you that predict preference match scores now showing up on every project in our system. Go ahead and with a single click of that match button, is going to sort it out by best matching first. So when we're on this page, we got multiple options in terms of filtering options. As you can see on the left-hand side, we can be as broad or as specific as we want with these filters. But in this case, say this roofing contractor specifically, I remember our conversation, we were discussing some flat roofing. So for example, we can run a keyword search. What this is going to do, as you can see, we click on that project button here. We're going to search documents. So we have the options of searching all of the documents, the description, or the title. In this case, I'm going to write flat. Going to do what the search is actually generating is a bunch of projects that have the keyword flat roof within the documents. Perfect. As you can see, we ran the keyword flat roof and we were able to find 15 results. And right off the bat, we got the first project here matching 7 out of 7. It's let's go ahead and just hover over this over here. It's a historical YWCA building, envelope rehabilitation. As you can see, we get you further details here. But moving right into the project and go ahead and click on this. And as you can see, it's a project. They're located in Calgary, Alberta. Estimated to start on October 15th. Bid date on the 6th. As you can see, this is all the key dates and such forth. And if you want to go ahead and track that project real time, go ahead and click on the star right there. What's that going to do for you? Now you're tracking that project on a real-time basis. So any new updates, for example, as you can see, these are a list of updates that we push through here. Any of these updates, you'll be receiving email notifications saying, hey, look, addendum was pushed through, new contractors being added. We're going to be covering all of that. As we get further onto this list over here, as you can see, we got full sets of documents. I'm going to open that just in a bit right here. And as you can see on the right-hand side, you have some CRM tools here to start managing that project, leave notes, leave due dates, reminders, and such forth. As we get further down into the project, we get a little quick description brought to you by our research team, as well as this project ID number being used alongside with our research team. So the same team responsible in terms of sourcing all of these projects, making sure they're up to date. We also provide tender to base tender inquiries. So if you were, say, for example, working on this project and you require more data, shoot this project ID number over our research team, get back to you within 24 hours with the full scope of what you require. As we get further down into the list, now we get into the good stuff. We have the design team. We got some civil engineers, architects, consultant, retrographer, in this case is Mercs, and we got some engineers on there. And in your case, what's most important to you is all of those contractors. As you can see, we got Ellis Don Calgary there, what triggered that 7 out of 7 match score, and we got 4 other contractors. But in this case, say you only had a relationship with Ellis Don, what we're going to do is get you in contact with all the other generals here. And if you wanted to really dive deep in this, and say, for example, you were trying to team up with Graham for a very long time, we can actually open up Graham in a new profile, and it's going to show you what Graham Construction has in their current pipeline. It gives you a little breakdown of what's going on with their business, as well as that ability to watch that company as well. So if Graham Construction, in this case, picks up any new projects, you'll be notified. In this case, they're currently planning 2 projects and bidding on 2. And as you can see, these are some key players within Graham Construction there. And as we get further down, go ahead and click planning to see what they have currently in planning. And as you can see, we got that YWCA building as well. These are the 2 projects in planning. You got a Manchester Yard upgrade. We got 6 out of 7 match score. As you can see, that means that there's some sort of trades that you provide is being called on that project. And we'll also look at the projects in bidding, one of which we're aware of. We got that YWCA building, as well as a construction RFP up for Calgary Impound Lot Parkdale Civil Works, which wouldn't be real interesting to you. In this case, you'd be a roofing contractor. Going back into those documents, just switching over tabs there. Perfect. So we're in the plans and specs. So as you can see, we got a couple pages of plans and specs. I don't really want to have you digging through all of this. So I can do a simple keyword search for flat roof. We already know flat roof is pulling up on this project since we did that pre-qualify flat roof search. Perfect. As you can see, it's going to pinpoint on every single page that flat roof is being pulled, and it's going to actually perfectly show you where that keyword is being pulled as well. Let's look in the specs to get a better scope of work there. Yeah, got everything being spec'd in Division 1 there. We got a roof plan. We got some roof plans here as well. Also, we provide a fully integrated solution as well in terms of takeoff. So when you do pull up these documents, you find that you qualify the project, and for quicker quotations, we provide a fully integrated digital takeoff solution, which I will be doing a deep dive with this click of a button here. What that's going to let you do is open those plans and specs right into a takeoff, so you can go ahead and sketching up your quotations there. Perfect. Getting back to the tab that we were at before. This is just a quick summary of all the filtering options we have currently available built into CCPI. As we can start, we can go ahead and set up tag filters and how this is achievable. We'll actually set one up right now as we're going to do this example here. I'm going to look up for anything that's currently out for bidding, so anything in these bidding stages. Perfect. Say I am a Canada-wide contractor, so we get that volume. Perfect. And say I am a Canada-wide contractor that is only tracking multi-residential. And this would mean in our platform for multi-residential, it's mostly high-density residential, multi-use developments. And most of this is you're going to find in the private spaces directly with developers and architects. As we get further down this list, as we're narrowing down our search, we're going to get into building use. We put in multi-res. We're going to throw in multi-res. Single-family residential. As we see, we do not track those single-family homes. As we get further, say we only do new construction of new homes, multi-residential homes. And I obviously I want to see projects that are up and coming for sooner the better. So any project starting within the next 60 days. And as you can see, as we're adding on our filters, we're compiling a list. As you can see, so far we got starting within the next 60 days, anything within that's up and coming within the project status, located within Canada, strictly only multi-residential. As you can see, we filtered down our list of 349 projects. And what this means is that's still a pretty decent sized list to go through, but I want to make sure that I'm tracking these projects. So our platform is not only what you see is what you get. It's a live database. So you're going to see a constant inflow of projects depending on your geographic area of coverage. In this case, I want to make sure that I'm not missing out on any new developments in Canada that's multi-res that's starting within the next 60 days. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and click Save Search. What that's going to let me do is save the search. So next time I access my platform, it's going to be easier to run that search. And B, we can actually set up live notifications for these searches, so you're not ever missing out on a leave within those search parameters. So we'll go ahead and say CA wide res. And as you can see, we can create a search tag by clicking this button here and go ahead and pick a color. I'm going to pick something fancy. Perfect. We got light blue. Go ahead and save that. And when we do want to set up those notifications, you would just simply go into here and just write settings and privacy and go ahead and enable those features there. And now we successfully set up a search tag for Canada-wide residential projects that are starting within the next 60 days. Hey guys, just going to quickly go over our bid center. This is a quick little overview of our bid center. And what you see here is our bid center completely built into our ConstructConnect platform there. As you can see, any sort of internal ITBs will get shot right over to your bid center in your inbox. You can go ahead and start sorting. You can actually put them under review, bidding, sent, or won, as well as providing you guys tools to import your existing ITBs right into our bid center. And how this would be achievable is by either creating one manually, or you can actually just forward that ITB right over to bidcenter.constructconnectmail.com, and that would automatically upload that ITB right into our bid center here. And if you wanted to further edit that ITB, you would go and simply click on it and go ahead and start editing and start opening up your docs and start viewing that. And you also could look at this in a calendar view for organizational purposes to make sure that events aren't overlapping. We're also providing that feature as well. That was a quick short video on our bid center. Looks like you guys made it to the end of the video. I really appreciate the time you guys took today to evaluate our platform and our services. If you guys do have any further inquiries or any questions, you can reach me at 905-752-5490. Alternatively, you can have my email there at Nash.Kamal at ConstructConnect.com. Should be found in the description below. And alternatively, if you guys do want to do a better deep dive in this platform where we can get really specific in terms of your area of coverage and your trades that you guys currently cover to see the work available in your area, you can also book a complimentary demonstration with myself as well. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great one and good luck with all the work.